Hello guys, in this video, I will try to tell you the storyline of a film with the title, Renfield. This film tells the story of a man who became a loyal servant for his master, Dracula.
I am Count Dracula.
However, after many years serving Dracula, this man felt emptiness in his heart and no longer had a sense of purpose in life.
You will get me exactly what I want.
When he finally found a purpose, he decided to stop being a servant and turned against Dracula. Now, let's get to the story.
I'm taking
Charge!
The film begins by showing a man who is following a support group. This man's name is Robert Renfield. Like most people in that place, Renfield is also experiencing a destructive relationship with someone. Then Renfield's story takes us back to the first time he met someone named Dracula. At that time, Renfield was working as a real estate lawyer. He also shared the story of how their relationship began, and finally led to Renfield becoming Dracula's servant. As the servant, Dracula grants Renfield a power that can only be activated when he consumes a bug.
Hello, my name is Robert Montague Renfield.
I am Dracula.
He made me feel important, and then he made me his familiar. Ah yes, the bugs. Mine come from eating bugs.
When a battle occurred between Dracula and the vampire hunters, Dracula got trapped inside a protective circle created by one of the priests. Renfield, who arrived at the scene, hesitated to help. However, due to Dracula's persuasion, Renfield ultimately freed Dracula by breaking the protective circle with his sandal. Dracula successfully killed the priest, but one of the vampire hunters managed to make Dracula burn by opening the window curtains and letting the sunlight touch him. In his burning state, Dracula attacked the vampire hunter and successfully killed him. Renfield quickly brought a curtain to cover Dracula's body and extinguished the fire that was consuming his master.
I am your only friend.
You okay?
No.
Yeah.
Since the incident, Dracula, who was severely injured, has been taken care of by Renfield until he fully recovers. Renfield moved Dracula to New Orleans, a city where he met friends in his support group as mentioned earlier in the film. After hearing Caitlin's story about her ex-boyfriend who constantly bothers her, Renfield decides to get rid of that person.
So I take him to a new city, nurse him back to full power. May I borrow a pen, please? Which brings us back here, and listen to these poor souls talk about their monsters. I'm getting something out of coming here. Victims. Get rid of their monsters by giving mine what he needs.
Then the scene shifts to an old warehouse, where three men are seen using drugs. One of them appears anxious and worried because they have just stolen drugs from a criminal group called the Lobo family. While they are arguing, suddenly the light turns off, and
next to a pile of dog shit. Okay.
when they saw Renfield, they thought he was an assassin sent by the Lobo family to retrieve the stolen drugs and eliminate them. But everything changed when Renfield confessed that he was Caitlin's friend. The three of them burst into laughter.
Hello, Mitch.
Who do you think I am?
The drugs we stole from your boss?
I'm a friend of Caitlin.
An unbalanced fight ensued, and in a short time, Renfield, who had consumed a bug, managed to defeat them one by one. However, when it was Mitch's turn to be defeated, suddenly,
What did you say about a hitman sent to kill you?
the real assassin arrived and immediately attacked Renfield with a knife. Renfield, who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, had to face him. Renfield seemed to be able to easily win this fight. However, when Renfield was off guard, the real assassin was able to injure him quite badly.
A friend of Caitlin's. Looks like you're out of knives.
Just as the assassin was about to kill Renfield, the sound of a car horn distracted the real assassin. Renfield quickly took advantage of the opportunity by injuring him using a pen. And, due to his serious injury, Renfield resorted to eating a bug again. And then, this man's name is Teddy Lobo. When he knew that the assassin was killed, he immediately fled from the scene. The scene then shifts to a highway where there is a vehicle inspection by the police. This female police officer is Rebecca. She is an honest and responsible officer. Suddenly, there is a commotion at the back of the inspection line. The commotion is caused by Teddy Lobo, who apparently bypassed that road. Despite being initially stopped by her partner, Rebecca approaches Teddy. Seeing two police officers approaching him, Teddy, who at that moment had drugs in his car, tries to escape. However, Rebecca manages to stop Teddy's car by shooting its tires. Teddy then continues his escape attempt on foot, but Rebecca manages to apprehend him by striking him with her police stick.
What the fuck? I'm Teddy fucking Lobo!
You do your job in a very crazy way, especially when it comes to the Lobos.
What I fucking knew! You're under arrest, bitch.
Back to Renfield, in an abandoned old building, he is dragging the victims of the earlier fight to be taken as food for Dracula. When Dracula consumes the body, he becomes angry because he finds the food disgusting, as it comes from criminals. Dracula only desires food from the body of innocent people, as purity is the only thing that can restore him to his full power. Renfield suggests that in this modern era, they must be more careful, because only through careful they can stop running and enjoy their lives again. For a moment, Dracula seems to agree with Renfield's statement, but suddenly,
There rules offer.
Dracula asserts that his needs come first, which is kill to eat. Then Dracula heals Renfield's wound in his stomach with his own blood.
You can kill and eat whatever you want. My needs are the only thing that matters.
Happy couples, unsuspecting tourists.
Indeed.
His blood has the power to heal the injured.
You will get me exactly what I want.
Meanwhile, at the police station, while Rebecca was determined to bring down the Lobo family, she was astonished when she witnessed Teddy Lobo effortlessly walking away from there. When she stated her objections in front of her captain, the captain seemed to defend the Lobo family. What's even worse, not a single police officer at the scene supported Rebecca.
I'm gonna take down the entire fucking Lobo Empire off of one traffic stop.
Fuck you!
Your job is to bust drunk drivers, not single-handedly bring down the mob.
You FU me all the time.
Fuck you, Kyle!
But sometimes, you gotta know when to play ball. This ain't your stepping stone.
What the fuck are you guys looking at, huh?
As she expressed her frustration, she met her sister, Kate, who happened to work for the FBI. It turned out that the reason Rebecca was so determined to take down the Lobo family was that they were responsible for their father's death.
What'd you do this time?
And what about your little FBI task force up there?
I am just as mad about what they did to Dad as you are. You're not the only one who lost a dad here.
This magnificent building is a residence and also the headquarters of the largest criminal group in this city. Teddy had just arrived when one of the guards informed him that his mother was waiting for him. This middle-aged woman is both the leader and founder of the Lobo family, and she is also Teddy's mother. The Lobo family has become one of the most powerful criminal groups in the city because the mom has turned the Lobo family into the most feared group at this time. However, the mom feels that recently, no one is afraid of the Lobo family anymore. The mom wants to ensure that the future of the Lobo family is secure under Teddy's leadership.
Your mother wants to see you.
Hey, Mom?
Teddy, we are the most feared. Don't seem to be as afraid as they used to be.
They're fucking scared, Mom.
I built an empire, and I need to know its future is secure.
That evening, Rebecca and her partner were investigating the scene of a fight between Renfield and the assassin. Rebecca found a pen that Renfield had used to hurt the assassin's neck. The pen had the name of a bar in the city, called the Malates. Meanwhile, Renfield sat alone in the bar, planning how to find a victim that would satisfy Dracula's desires. What made matters even more interesting was that everyone in the bar seemed to fit Dracula's preferences, from a couple of tourists to several nuns, and even a bus full of cheerleaders. Shortly after, Rebecca and her partner arrived at the bar, unaware that they were being followed by Teddy and some assassins from the Lobo family. When the group of cheerleaders entered the bar, Renfield prepared to carry out his mission, but he quickly abandoned his plans upon seeing Rebecca and her partner entering the bar.
Got a lot of orange paint.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
You sure you want to do this, Teddy?
Yes, I am sure I want to do this.
Shit.
What?
Can you order me a number 3?
Just as Renfield was about to escape from there, the members of the Lobo family were seen preparing to attack the bar. Renfield attempted to eat his bug, but due to some reason, he stumbled and caused his insect box to be thrown. Teddy and all the members of the Lobo family quickly surrounded Rebecca. Teddy threatened Rebecca to admit that she was surrendering to the Lobo family. However, Rebecca remained still and seemingly unafraid of Teddy's threat.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Move and I'll blow your fucking head off!
Thank you, Teddy.
We beat the shit out of your father. He begged for his life. Bet we own you too.
Have you ever shot someone before?
While witnessing this, Renfield suddenly noticed a fly near him. Then, Renfield and Rebecca collaborated to fight against Teddy and the other members of the Lobo family. Seeing all the Lobo family members defeated, Teddy finally decided to escape.
You want to be a fucking hero right now?
Renfield and Rebecca then got acquainted. He received thanks and praise from everyone present for helping them. He was hailed as a hero on that day.
That was amazing. You were amazing.
Rebecca Quincy. Officer Quincy.
Robert Montague Renfield.
And,
Saved a life. Sorry, what kind is that?
heroes.
Wow, that was amazing.
However, everything happening in the bar was noticed by Dracula. He immediately called Renfield to meet him. Dracula then revealed his plan to dominate the world and become a god.
Renfield, get here.
What's this?
My plan.
Your plan?
Why am I not embracing what I truly am? A god, Renfield. We're in this together. Dracula and Renfield. Forever. Until the end of time.
Renfield went to his support group and searching an advice on how to escape from his toxic relationship. The group leader suggested that Renfield should focus on his own needs and stop focusing Dracula's needs. Because by doing so, Dracula would not be able to reach his full power and Renfield would be the one who could achieve his full power.
I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
You know, for the first time in years, I felt like I wasn't alone.
Focus on your needs.
Stop focusing on his needs. What will happen?
He won't grow to full power. You will be the one who grows to full power. Let me hear you say it again.
I'm gonna grow to full power.
Now say it like the world needs to hear it.
I'm gonna grow to full power.
Renfield started a new life, living like an ordinary person. He rented an apartment, took care of himself, went shopping, and read books. He even released all of his bugs and gave the remaining ant to his neighbor's child. It seems that Renfield is starting to enjoy his new life.
The power is in your hands.
Is there room for one more?
Yeah? Let's give him some ideas.
Oh, and update that wardrobe to this century.
At the police station, Rebecca openly stated that she knew several police officers were working as accomplices for the Lobo family. She was confident that she would bring down the Lobo family, as she had substantial evidence and believed someone would support her as a witness. Suddenly, Renfield appeared in his new appearance to meet Rebecca. He was willing to testify and incriminate the Lobo family in the bar incident. Renfield stated that Rebecca was an inspiration to him because she courageously defended those who were unjustly treated.
I don't know how many of you assholes are on the Lobos payroll. You take down the Lobos and all of you motherfuckers. Mr. Renfield, you look different.
I'm here to give my witness statement.
Really means a lot. How appreciative I am that you're here.
You stood up for everyone who's ever lived in fear. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, at the headquarters of the Lobo family, they are searching for the true identity of Renfield. They hacked all the CCTV cameras in the city to monitor Renfield's movements. The last sighting of Renfield was in an old building that used to be a hospital, which had been Dracula's hideout. The mom ordered Teddy to find and eliminate Renfield as soon as possible.
Who took out everyone in the restaurant?
We can track him using all these other cameras throughout the city.
We got a trace on him.
Boom!
His last known location is at the old charity hospital.
I'll take the end of the day.
Rebecca came to Kate's office to ask her support in investigating the pen she found. She suspected that the pen might be connected to the disappearance of 3 people who had been taken by Renfield to feed Dracula before. Kate added that the 3 people were known to have stolen drugs from the Lobo family.
I can't trust this with anyone who works in my department. Teddy Lobo was fleeing from the same location when I arrested him.
These are the 3 guys who allegedly stole drugs from the Lobos.
But I really need your help. Please, can you run this pen?
In another place, Teddy and several members of the Lobo family had arrived at the building where Dracula was hiding. Once inside, Teddy was shocked and terrified to see several bodies scattered around. He immediately instructed one of his members to call the mom. Just as the call connected, suddenly,
Hello?
Teddy was shocked to find his friends were no longer there and quickly grabbed the phone lying on the floor, and
Mom?
Dracula assumed that Teddy was a person sent by the church to kill him. Teddy explained that he was there to find Renfield, who had been killing his member in order to save the innocent people. Upon hearing this, Dracula became furious and quickly left the place.
You were sent by the church.
I'm a criminal. My whole organization is about evil.
I'm trying to find this guy and killed some of our guys trying to save a bunch of innocent people.
When Renfield entered his apartment, he was shocked to find Dracula already there. Dracula felt that Renfield had betrayed him by abandoning him, and he began to intimidate Renfield. Feeling intimidated, Renfield eventually took the book he obtained from the support group and used it as a weapon against Dracula. Dracula promised to find everyone Renfield cared and kill them. Then, Dracula found out the location of the church where the support group meeting was held and left the place.
I'd like to get a bite to eat.
Hello, Renfield.
I won't bother you with my problems.
No. Please.
I'm sorry, Master. I never meant to hurt you.
Would hurt me? However, I'm the real victim here, and you abandoned me! You're the monster, Renfield, not me. What? I will find everyone you have ever loved, and I will drain them. Of course.
During her investigation, Rebecca approached one of the victim's girlfriend to inquire about certain matters. Rebecca was slightly surprised when she found out the other victim's girlfriend also there as well. Rebecca asked about their relationship, and they informed her about their support group.
You think Doug was murdered?
Are you Caitlin Berggren?
I can be anybody I want now.
How did you 2 know each other?
From this support group thing at the Live Spring Church.
At Live Spring Church, they were having a meeting when Renfield arrived. Renfield immediately asked them to disperse, but it was too late as Dracula had already appeared. Renfield tried to prevent the leader from allowing Dracula to enter, but he failed. Renfield begged to Dracula not to kill his friends, but he ignored him, and the carnage happened.
Renfield? What's going on?
We need to leave. Now.
Everybody, move, come on.
Mark, we need to leave. Now.
Well, come on. No!
Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I am Dracula.
So please. These are good people.
Please, no.
Everyone you care about will suffer. Because you betrayed me.
Just as Dracula vanished, Rebecca and her partner appeared at the scene. Since there was no one else there, they assumed that Renfield was responsible for everything. Rebecca asked her partner to contact backup in an ambulance, and she immediately took Renfield away from the place.
Hands in the air.
I destroyed everything.
Did you call it in?
Yeah.
Rebecca was surprised when it wasn't an ambulance that arrived, but cars from the Lobo family. It turned out that her partner, who had been by her side all along, had betrayed her and became an accomplice of the Lobo family. Then, the mom and the police captain descended. It seemed that Rebecca was the only honest police officer in the city. They all demanded that Rebecca hand over Renfield to the Lobo family. Realizing that she was cornered, Rebecca finally agreed to their demand, but suddenly,
Okay.
I want the whole city activated.
Officer Rebecca Quincy is now a wanted fugitive.
when Teddy regained consciousness, Dracula asked if the Lobo family often made people who opposed them disappear. Dracula also asked if the Lobo family could raise an army for him. Dracula seemed to intend on utilizing the Lobo family to support him in dominating the world. Teddy then invited Dracula to meet his mom.
Wait. This crime family of yours, would it enjoy witnessing the beheading of its enemies? Can the family raise me, soldiers?
I can make a couple calls, yeah. Like, you gotta meet my mom. Are you happy or are you gonna fuck me up?
At Renfield apartment, Rebecca just regained consciousness from her fainting. She still believed that Renfield was the killer of everyone in the church. Renfield explained that he was Dracula's servant, and as a servant, he had to provide all of Dracula's needs, including preparing his meals. Rebecca couldn't trust Renfield's words. Then, she received a call from Kate, who had checked the pen that Rebecca was given, and said that the 3 murders she was investigating had the exact same pattern as several incidents worldwide in the last few decades. Kate concluded that if it was the same person, he would be 70 to 80 years old. Kate was shocked when Rebecca said she was with the person Kate was referring to. Rebecca promised to meet Kate at a cafe in 20 minutes.
Where am I?
My place.
But unlike you, I can't go and take out my anger by killing every asshole on the street who I think deserves it.
I work for Dracula.
Count Dracula.
I'm his familiar. I tend to his needs, including care, feeding.
Like you get Dracula people to eat? I cannot believe I bought into your bullshit. What?
Rebecca is all over the world, going back decades. He's probably 70 or 80 years old.
I'm at his place, but it's okay because he's in my custody. I don't know who we can trust. Meet me at Cafe Du Monde in 20 minutes.
When Rebecca and Renfield were preparing to leave the place, they noticed that the police and members of the Lobo family had arrived at the scene. This time, the Lobo family truly unleashed their full power to apprehend both of them. As they found themselves surrounded, Renfield immediately searched for a bug. Then Renfield saw the little child to whom he had once given ants. Renfield quickly consumed those ants. Just like the incident at the bar, Renfield and Rebecca finally joined forces again to fight against the Lobo family members and the police. In the end, they both managed to defeat everyone.
We need to find a bug. Guys are coming up those stairs. Spider and...
The police captain and the mom watched everything from the CCTV. After many of his subordinates were brutally attacked, the captain finally decided to stop supporting the Lobo family. As he walked away from the room, suddenly, Teddy emerged from behind the door, followed by several of his men carrying a coffin. Then, Dracula emerged from the coffin. Dracula and the mom finally met each other. Teddy explained that Dracula wanted to collaborate with them, to take over the world.
Oh, Mom.
Right in front of the head.
It's fucking Dracula! He wants to take over the world with us.
The pleasure is all mine.
Renfield and Rebecca arrived at the cafe where they were supposed to meet Kate. Renfield stated that Dracula's true power was his ability to know someone's desires and fulfill them, making the person willingly become his servant. After waiting for quite some time, Rebecca decided to contact Kate. She was surprised when the one who answered the phone was the mom. While Rebecca was making the call, Dracula contacted Renfield telepathically and informed him that he had found the right people to share his purpose. Knowing that Kate had been kidnapped by the Lobo family, Rebecca immediately decided to rescue her. Renfield warned her that not only the Lobo family she have to deal with, but also Dracula. Finally, they both left to prepare everything to save Kate. After making all the preparations, they headed to the Lobo family's headquarters.
His greatest power, your dreams and your desires. I wanted all those things, and I chose to follow him.
I'm gonna call her. Hey, where are you?
Hello, Rebecca. We've got your sister. She doesn't have much time.
Renfield, I have found some people and what it needs.
Where are you going?
To get my sister.
It's not just the Lobos, it's Dracula is with them.
You want to be a hero, Renfield? You have to risk everything.
If we're gonna do this, we need to prepare and we need to do it before sunset.
Let's face it, they know we're coming.
I'm gonna need bugs.
So let's roll in style. And, maybe a protection circle.
What is a protection circle?
When they arrived, they immediately greeted by the mom and Teddy. Renfield was shocked to see that Teddy also possessed powers like his own, and several members of the Lobo family who also seemed had similar powers emerged. And a battle ensued. Renfield fought against 4 members of the Lobo family, while Rebecca confronted Teddy. When Rebecca was cornered, Renfield came to rescue and told her to leave the place.
No matter what happens, make sure you save your sister.
Familiar.
Do this.
The fuck?
You should have taken my offer when you had the chance. Tear off first. Go.
Then, Rebecca reached the room where the mom was. Suddenly, Dracula began manipulating Rebecca's mind with his words. Then, Dracula revealed the condition of Kate, who was critically injured and almost died. Dracula offered his blood to save Kate, but in return, he asked Rebecca to become his servant.
It's nice to finally meet you. Imagine what I could do, Rebecca, with you by my side. And I can heal your sisters. My blood will bring her back. It's for you to join me.
Can you save her?
Yes.
In the other room, Renfield seemed to be struggling against Teddy. Just when it seemed that Teddy would defeat Renfield, suddenly, after defeating Teddy, Renfield quickly made his way to Rebecca's room. However, due to her strong will to save her sister, Rebecca seemed to have been affected and was willing to give herself to Dracula. Just as Dracula thought he had controlled Rebecca, suddenly, in his bat form, Dracula also continued to attack Renfield, causing severe injuries and make him unconscious. Rebecca is the only one left standing, and she quickly prepares herself with her weapon. Suddenly, all the lights went out, plunging the surroundings into darkness. Dracula managed to capture Rebecca and took her flying. In her panic, Rebecca caught a glimpse of Renfield beneath her. Just as Dracula was about to bite her, suddenly,
Your foot still bleeds.
It turns out that Rebecca's intention in shooting Dracula's leg was for his blood to reach Renfield and heal him. Since Rebecca's shot had no effect on him, Dracula proceeded with his intention to bite Rebecca, but suddenly, when Renfield was almost out of breath, he remembered all the words from his support group leader.
Always remember, you're the one with the real power.
I'm Robert Montague! Renfield!
I am full power, motherfucker!
Dracula fought back, and just as he intended to chase Renfield and Rebecca, suddenly, Dracula became trapped in protective circle created by Rebecca using narcotic there.
Holy shit, it worked.
And that's
Cocaine.
really.
Then Renfield and Rebecca used all the tools to ensure that Dracula would not rise again this time.
What do we do now?
Any last wishes? Yes, I know this looks extreme and maybe a little fun. You know, I've personally seen him come back from some crazy shit, so why not try everything? But I do know it will take him a long, long time to come back from.
After all the incidents, in the end, the mom was arrested. Kate was successfully cured using Dracula's blood collected by Renfield in a glass jar. Furthermore, all members of the support group were saved by using the same blood.
Au revoir, bitch.
Renfield said you guys gave me some Dracula blood.
So,
There's only one thing left to do.
never too late to be a hero.
With all of your help, I found a way out.
And thank you for using Dracula blood to bring us all back to life. Fantastic meeting today, guys, truly.
My name is Robert Montague Renfield.
So, that's the storyline of Renfield. See you next time with different storyline, and thank you for watching.